Greetings everybody and welcome back to Refugee to Industrial Regent. I am starting today in Petrola for a very good reason. I think I mentioned last episode that I had a slime island above Fort Sarbanos, which is some ways away from here. It did have a couple of slime trees on it, which allowed me to get slime balls from which I could get these leads. I just figured I'd show you the lead recipe, but that's not why I'm here in Petrola. The reason I'm here in Petrola is because one of the things I decided I needed to do this stage was to build a road connecting Petrola to Byzantium. And I've got that pretty much finished up. So let's go ahead and take this road. We start off with a bit of a bridge over this waterway here, which admittedly is iced over in areas, but that's fine. And once we get to the other side of this bridge, we go through a mountain pass between these two fairly tall hills here. We come out the other side of the mountain pass and go to a second bridge, which admittedly goes over a bit of a cove rather than an actual full waterway, but oh well. And then we get on a road, a bit of a windy road through this icy wasteland. Yes, I did have to clear out some of those ice trees to make way for the road. It was not a fun task, I assure you. Let me go ahead and put the fence and my leads in my hotbar. I will need them. But again, the road continues to wind through the icy wasteland. I've built a little bit of a bridge over this ice patch here. I tried building the road level with the ice patch, but it seemed to actually take on the properties of the ice itself when I did so. So you can actually see, I think, small snippets of my second project to the right. The second major off-camera project, that is. But I'll go ahead and show you that shortly. I'm going to get off my horse here. I'm going to go ahead and set up this fence here and use the lead to connect the horse to the fence. That way he doesn't go anywhere. And I walk into Odessos. Now I don't know if I've shown you my new sheep pens. They are, I think they might be the same size as the old ones, just in a slightly more convenient location. I'm going to make my way over now to South Odessos. You can see the wooden wall doesn't go as far as it used to. And I've now got this gap in the wall and a staircase here. And that takes me up here. I've got some houses here that I still have to build. That's an off-camera job. Actually, let me get on top of this wall over here. That down there is the Odessos dock. I have used it a few times during the construction of this southern area. And now we get to New South Odessos, which has a lot of fields in it. Now, I'm actually going to go ahead and start here, because one of the things that you will get if you break grass is these essence seeds. And you can grow them into essence crops. There are 4 things that essence crops can give you when fully grown. I'm going to go ahead and harvest this, which is mostly fully grown. And with any luck, I should get examples of all 4 types of items. And I did. The first, of course, is the essence seed, which I'm going to go ahead and replant because I could use more essence. On this spot there. And I don't yet have enough of these seeds to actually fill this entire field. It's probably going to be several more rounds before I can. There we go. It's a little bit more than I had last time, but it's still not complete. Number 2 is this nature essence, which can be used to make mossy cobblestone, mossy stone bricks. You can make vines or lily pads. You can make mycelium with it if you have a mushroom. You can make this magic fertilizer a couple stages from now when I get time. You can also make this magic food, but you sacrifice 8 other magical cross food items. The second thing is, well, the third thing rather, is this essence dust, which is mostly used, I mean, you can use it to make infusion stones, but you can also use it to make, well, to an extent, this weak essence, although you do need a weak infusion stone, or possibly a master infusion stone, but I can't really get an infusion stone yet. So it's of limited utility. Now, of greater utility is this weak essence. Now, and I do need this infusion stone to turn it into regular essence. You can also turn it into essence dust. But you can also turn it into certain types of magical seeds. And it looks like I have coal, water, dye, earth, fire, and air seeds. I can also use it to make infused coal. Yes, there's this chemical decomposer, but I'll get to that when I get to Mindchem. But that will be useful, probably more useful next stage, if I'm going to be honest. I'll probably stick with the basic seeds that I get from the ground for the time being. Next stage is when I can get, well, when I can start, making some infused seeds. But now I'm going to go ahead and take my sleeping bag and sleep on the road in Odessus. Maybe not the ideal place to sleep, but it will do in a pinch. And crucially, it prevents mobs from spawning outside, which is good because I need to get back to my horse so I can get back to Byzantium for this episode's 2 main projects. Out the very temporary south gate of Odessus. Actually, that's the west gate, isn't it? Okay, hold on a minute. Okay, there we go. Got the other lead. That's good. Alright, so now I'm going to make my way down. Now, unfortunately, because the road goes through Odessus, I actually have to bypass around Odessus to get my horse home. Yeah, maybe not the best thing in the world, but it will do in a pinch. So now I'm making my way back to the stable. And into the stall. Let's get the horse back in the stall. Et voila. Now, I do have this ice shard, but I'll probably hold on to it. And likewise for the essences. And yes, I know I'm doing a little bit of off-roading there. So be it. Anyway, at this point, it would probably be a good idea to... Actually, I think I'm going to go ahead and start on one of the 2 projects. I think it will be the easier of the 2. For this one, I want the chairs, all but 2 of the bookshelves. Might as well take some limestone, some basic building materials. Let's see, the regular bookshelves. I may have forgotten to craft the desks off camera. I did forget to craft the desks off camera, didn't I? I did. Alright, well, anyway, that's less of a concern, actually, because the desks aren't the only thing I need to craft anyway. I wanted to show some of the crafting on camera. Anyway, let's go ahead and start by grabbing the materials I will need for the 2 desks. I barely have enough ink sacks. I may have to do some squid hunting off camera. There we go. So there's everything I need for the desks. So I might as well get them built. Alright, let's go ahead and do that like so. Or was it the torches that I needed? It was the torches. Okay. So I didn't need the ink sacks after all. But that's fine. I got some stuff to put up anyway. Let's go and put the ice shard up in a barrel. And like I said, I did cut down some of the ice trees in that ice wasteland biome. It gave me a significant amount of ice. I'm not going to be wanting for ice, at least for the next several stages. Alright, let's go ahead and put up some of this stuff. Now, let me check my episode checklist here. There we go. So I showed you the lead recipe, the Petrola Road, and the Odysseus expansion, or at least a significant portion of it. Let's see. So the palace upgrades, I've got 3 rooms that I need. I have to admit, I did not look up all these recipes off camera. Alright, so the armor stand requires 3 stone slabs and 2 iron. So I'll go ahead and craft... Well, before I actually go ahead and craft the armor stand, I'm going to try something. I'm going to grab every bow I have from a mob drop. I'm going to see if I can't get one bow repaired. I think, yep, that's all the way, and then I can combine these last 2 bows into a bow with not all that much repair. Alright, so now I have a bow. I'm going to go ahead and grab myself some cobblestone and a piece of redstone. Also, you'll recall a few episodes ago I went ahead and upgraded the storage capacity of my oak wood and jungle wood barrels. I opted to follow suit with my cobblestone and dirt barrels here, and with the cobblestone and smooth stone barrels coming off my stone generators over here. I forget exactly why I did that. Well, with respect to those 2, that was some time back. The cobblestone and dirt barrels in the workshop were shortly before I started filming this episode. Alright, but at any rate, I've got a dispenser and I've got an armor stand. And that's going to give me what I need for 2 of the 3 rooms. The third is a Mistcraft room. And for that, I'm going to go mod.mistcraft. Now, there are a few items that I'll need. See, there is no recipe for the link modifier. I think that might be creative only. There is the ink mixer, which requires 2 wood, 5 stone, and a glass bottle. Do I have a spare glass bottle? I do not. I don't think. It doesn't look like it. I do, I think, however, have some glass. Let me check the recipe on that. Okay, so it's 3 glass. Alright. Let's go ahead and grab the 2 wood, and I will grab the 5 stone out of there. Alright, next up is the bookbinder, which is 5 more wood and 3 iron. So there's the 3 iron, and the 5 more wood. And then the last big thing I will need is the writing desk, which is another glass bottle, a feather, and 5 more wood. So let's grab the feather and the wood, and now let's make our way over to the workshop. Grab my 5 stone, and make my way over here. I'm going to start, actually before I do anything, let me craft my glass bottles, and I'm going to start with the ink mixer. Next up will be the writing desk. And lastly, the bookbinder. And I think I left myself... Actually, while I'm at it, I might as well go ahead craft myself another another pair of Bibliocraft bookshelves for the linking books. I won't be actually creating any new ages this stage, but I can at least get the setup for the new ages. Alright, now I'm actually going to go ahead and put both of the leads up. I'm also going to go ahead and put up the glass bottle, and since I don't have immediate use for them, the fences. Go ahead and take my brown bag and put up my excess torches. Got more than more than a few. Excuse me. Alright, and now let's go ahead and make our way over to my palace and see about where we're going to put the new rooms. Because my plan calls for 3. Actually, 2 new rooms, if memory serves me right. Because 1 is an upgrade. So while I decide what to do with that, I'm going to go ahead and grab what I need to upgrade my workroom. And it's pretty simple. I'm going to start with a second furnace over here. And I'm going to do a... Actually, I don't think I want that there, do I? So I'm going to go ahead and grab myself my pick out of there. Pick up the furnace. And, you know, over there is good. Go ahead and load each furnace up with a stack of charcoal. Now I'm going to go ahead and put... let me think. I've got the stencil table here. The part builder is here. And I'll go ahead and put the tool forge here. And that's the workroom upgrades complete. Now I've got 2 more rooms to build. My inclination is actually to extend it off this way. Did I bring my... Do I have my axe with me? I do not. I have a lumber axe. I don't think that's exactly what I... Well, it will do. Besides, what I can do is that. Go ahead and replace that torch there. Although, now that I think about it, you know, if I'm going to do that anyway, I might as well extend the staircase out 1. Or at least the bottom of the staircase. Alright. Let's go ahead and do that. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and grab some... Yeah. Let's go ahead and grab some wood-type materials. I'm going to run back to the storehouse and grab myself a couple of stacks of cobblestone. Just to sort of underpin the walls. So that they're not resting on dirt. Eat a baked potato before my hunger bar gets too horrendously low. And make my way back over to the palace. So we're going to start here, I think. Actually, I should have grabbed my axe. Multiple trips to the storehouse. At least it's not horrendously far from here. From my palace to the storehouse. It is a bit further from the forum, let alone the east side of Byzantium. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and take care of that. Undo that part of that ceiling there. I'm also going to go ahead and undo that and replace that with that going across like so. That's good. Alright. There we go. And if I do that like so, that gives me a 2 wide access to a 2 wide staircase. So it's a little bit better. Now I am going to hold on to that support column for the time being. So I want, let's see, but I will put 1 here. So that is, well, except that I don't think I want that there. Actually, I'm wondering. Alright. Okay, the armory is going to be a... Let me think. I might do the Mistcraft room first. Then the armory. I could even plausibly do the armory out that way. Have that staircase, like, yeah. Well, that would be an option. Now, what exactly did I have for my Mistcraft room again? If memory serves me right, I had 2 bookcases, writing desk, yeah. Well, sorry, I didn't exactly think this through all that well before I actually went on camera. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and take care of that. There. Alright. Let's see, go ahead and take care of that as well. And clean that up. And then I can go ahead and put a spruce wood column there, like that. Go ahead and set that up like so. See, that column will go that way. I don't really have a great way of running this particular set of columns, but I'll go ahead and run that like so. Alright. Let's get rid of that. Follow up like so. Let's see, that goes like so. Let's see here. I can get the jungle wood. Let's see, that's going to be a 2x3. This will make it 3x3. Let me put the baked potatoes back in my hotbar. Grab my shovel. There we go. Let's see here. Pickaxe to get rid of this misplaced block. Let's go ahead and place the spruce wood columns in the corners. That block's misplaced. There we go. Go ahead and put that like so. And then I can take the dispenser and the armor stand out of here. So put the armor stand here, the dispenser here. It occurs to me that I actually might want a button for that dispenser. So let me go ahead and grab that real quick. And I get the sinking feeling this is going to run a little bit long, this episode. Although I suppose it might have to make up for the couple of shorter episodes I've had this stage. So I've got my button. Real simple button. I'm just going to go ahead and put it on the side of the dispenser. And I'll likely want to put some armor in there at some point, but not yet. Alright, let's go ahead and put that like so. And this will work as an armory. Now, the problem is if I put that there, I'll only get a 2 wide space. Whereas this will give me a 5 wide. Like so. So let's actually go ahead and get this sorted out. There we go. This is going to give me a 5x3 space. So let's go ahead and line the edges up. Go ahead and get my corner columns in here. Wait a minute. No, that was not where I wanted that column. I'm going to go ahead and put cobblestone there and there. Go ahead and get rid of that incorrectly placed column and replace it with a correctly placed column. And now I can go ahead and put down a little bit more floor. This is actually 3x6, isn't it? Oh well. No skin off my back, really. Alright. Anyway, let's go ahead and not misplace the baseboard. Alrighty. Now, could probably do that like so. Go ahead and shovel this up more or less manually. Cobblestone to edge this area, mark where the walls are going to be. Jungle wood planks to mark the floor. Let's get the floorboard, the baseboard sorted out. Now, let me think. It should be a fairly straightforward matter of setting up the walls. Now I am going to leave a gap for a window in both the Mistcraft room and the armory. I'm also going to go ahead and actually equip, I think, the Mistcraft room. But first, let me get the doorway sorted out. Something tells me, no, that does not reach all the way to the end, but that's fine. I can rectify that with a couple torches up here. While I'm at it, I did bring some clear glass panes, so I'm going to go ahead and lay them down. I'm also going to go ahead and actually, go ahead and place down the materials for the Mistcraft room. So I'm going to start by putting the bookcases there and there. Might as well put some baseboards underneath them. I didn't craft any doors, did I? Oh well. Now I need the writing desk, like so. The inkwell and the ink mixer and the bookbinder. And now I actually have some possibilities for, making the Mistcraft books. Like I said, I won't actually be making any Mistcraft books Actually, got a workroom upstairs, and I should have some excess, whatchamacallits. And while I'm at, I'm going to need 2 more for my other project this episode, so might as well go ahead and get them sorted out while I've got the chance. Alright. Yeah, let's go ahead and put down the 2 doors. Yeah, let's go ahead and put that like so. I don't think it would be prudent. Well, make sure that's lit up, of course. But I'm not sure it would be prudent to actually try to do all of this wall and roof building on camera. So I will return once I have the walls and roof done, and I'm ready to actually start on the other project. Alright, I am back, having finished the roof on the mansion expansion. And I'm actually over here at Town Hall, because it too needs an expansion. I've got a couple of new, well, nominally elders, but they're not really elders at this point, are they? They're really more ministers than anything else. So I'm going to go ahead and start off like so. I did bring my pickaxe, thankfully, for those misplaced blocks. And I'm going to go ahead and lay down this floor here. And while I get the chance, I might as well go ahead and take care of this wall here, because it is no longer of any use. And those glass panes are also no longer of any use. So let's go ahead and fill that up. And let's also go ahead and grab the limestone out of here. that one's misplaced. Again. Why do I misplace so much of this limestone? I'll be damned if I know. Anyway, let's go ahead and get the clear glass panes, because why not? And also go ahead and at least get this wall started up. There we go. And perhaps it wouldn't be imprudent of me. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and clear out part of this roof edging. Simply because it's no longer necessary. It doesn't even fit anymore in light of the expansion. Let's go and grab my axe and take care of that misplaced log. Yeah, like so. Alright. I might as well at least get the walls up, because this is a little bit simpler than my mansion. So let's go ahead and get rid of that, and that while I've got the chance as well. There we go. Alright. Now that I got this far, what I can do is place the bookcases like so. The desk goes in the center with a bookshelf on either side. And then I can place down the chair. And then all I need to do is give it a roof to finish that off. But that's an off-camera job. Now I need to follow suit over here. So I'm going to go ahead and lay out all of this. Like so. There we go. Hopefully that's everything I'll need. Let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, that's interesting. Right up against the front entryway. So I'm going to have to block one side of that off, and also get rid of that torch. And also get rid of a non-trivial chunk of this part of the roof as well, while I've got the chance. Yeah, like so. Et voila. Alright. While I'm at it, I could probably clean this up a touch. So that instead of resting on dirt, it's resting on cobblestone. I can be a little anal retentive like that sometimes. I didn't have the luxury of being anal retentive like that in previous stages, but I can be now, and so I tend to be. How do I get the lighting in these other offices? Yeah, it's front and back. Okay. So, front and back. Might as well go ahead and put the torches over there. Get the baseboard sorted out. Go ahead and replace this with wood. Go ahead and get my spruce columns up. While I'm at it, let's do that like so. Now I can go ahead and start this up. I'll go ahead and put a window here. And then like so. Go ahead and finish up this wall and this wall. I did not want that there. Let's go ahead and put that there. See, like so. Like so. I can get the walls up. I will not get the ceiling up on camera, but I can at least get the walls up. Might as well go ahead and delete this part of the roof. There we go. Like so. Yeah. Alright. And yeah, I can get this bit sorted out, except that's upside down. There we go. Alright. Now, all I need to do is make my way back there. In case you're wondering, the two previous elders are going to be elders without portfolio for the time being, simply because I don't have a good place for them. Probably next stage, I will actually assign every elder a portfolio. The two new elders will have portfolios. And by portfolios, I mean areas of specialty. One is for mining, the other is for technology. I haven't decided who will get which office yet. And I won't be putting the nameplates on camera. I did craft myself 2 spare bookcases and an extra copy of the Tinker's Construct books. I'll find a place for those, but that's going to be an off-camera job. But yeah, at this point I can check off the rest of the episode tasks. Check off the Expand Town Hall from the stage completion, and let's take a quick look at this stage completion list. There's 3 pages to it. At the top of the first page is to finish the Byzantium Wall. That is not done. I have to decide whether I want to do it on or off camera. Haven't decided yet. Page 2, there's the Town Guard headquarters, which I'm actually inclined to fold into the wall itself. There is enough room in my towers to have a Town Guard headquarters, so I'll probably go ahead and merge that with the walls. Though I will show the work on that next episode. Page 3, count jobs, build houses, and build... Well, I had said 3, but I've actually got 4 ministers, so I want 4 houses on Ministers Row. And then a research lab. Now, it seems like a little bit, but the houses are all going to be off-camera projects. The ministers' houses are all going to be off-camera projects. The jobs thing will be off-camera. I still haven't cleaned this up yet. I should probably get around to it, being as it's no longer necessary. But again, that's yet another off-camera job. Well, mostly off-camera job anyway. Although I can at least get a start on it. But I hate to say it, but this is probably going to be the penultimate episode of Stage 4, and as I discussed previously, that makes this the penultimate episode of Stage 1. Or not Stage 1, Season 1 of Refugee to Industrial Regent. That said, I will see you next time, everybody.